kind of sort of moved on, and they brought in some of the new players, and looking at results such as winning against the opposition like by 7-0, it says a lot. So yeah, it will be really interesting if anything.
Ajmal, if I can get into this, obviously 2 teams in the final from Hackney Leighton League. What is that saying? They're too strong because there's no one from Musical or Barnet or from ILFL itself.
Well, I was just talking to Jermaine before the air in terms of they've got 60 teams, so they've got a big league as well compared to the ILFL. So that could take into consideration as well. In terms of bigger league or better teams, I think that's really hard to say because it's cup games and it's a one-off days, sort of like getting to the actual finals. So it's very tough. Anyone could win on their day. So it's just a great atmosphere to actually have that kind of opportunity to play in different leagues and interrelate with other leagues and divisions. So yeah, no, I think it's on their day really, but well done to them.
For me, it's also a challenging for other teams to look at. Well, there's a set benchmark to achieving.
And it's enormous, to actually be able to actually say, you're the champions of the whole region.
Marlin Stadium is a free entry for all people, so it's 2nd of April at 12 p.m. The Interleague Champions Cup, the Champions of Champions will take place at Marlin Stadium. If we can come back to our results from our Premiership, if I can show the slide on the screen, can have the results there. The Premiership results: Ace winning 4-0 against Stepney, Bromley. Unusual result, losing 4-3 to St Catherine's. Didn't see that on the cards. And Hawk and Eagle losing 3-2 to Beaumont. So obviously, if you can look at the league table itself, now if I can just bring you again, both teams, Ace and Beaumont, winning the games, points, 34 points each. In 2 weeks' time, they actually play each other. Do you think that is the deciding game?
It's got to be. Not unless we'll see what happens this weekend anyway. But Ace with the upper hand.
Actually, this Sunday they're not playing because obviously we've got League Cup final, so there's a week off. But it's 2 weeks' time. Obviously, they might face each other, and Beaumont and Ace have to play each other. I think that could be the deciding factor for the championship itself.
It could. It really could be. But from what I can see, it seems like Ace probably have this slight edge over sort of Beaumont. If you look at the number of goals that they've scored, like 50 goals throughout the season against 35 for 39 for Beaumont. So they've been scoring a lot more goals, and they've been conceding a lot less goals as well at the same time.
Yeah.
So you could say Ace, like I say, Ace is like the new Stepney. They play like Stepney, what that way Stepney used to play a few seasons ago, and they like to keep possession, they like to control the game, they like to keep you on the feet, small movement, pass and go, and they've got 1 or 2 sort of outstanding players at the same time, and you need 1 or 2 outstanding players.
Do you think the nerves will come in, because obviously Ace always been, so to speak, always the bridesmaid, never the brides, as they say. They've been so close on so many occasions, never managed to get to obviously the cup or destination, because in the league they came runners up, in the cup they came runners up. Could the pressure be too much?
I don't think it would be any different for Beaumont as well, because although they've been quite successful in some of the cup games, but in this competition in the league, they haven't come this far for, I can't remember in recent memory. So they're in the same boat as well. So both teams will be feeling the pressure, if anything. And the best team has to win, and I've got my money on Ace. I have to say, I like the way they play, and I know Beaumont have got really fantastic players. They've got brilliant players. But I think Ace has probably got the slight edge over Beaumont for some reason.
Especially the game in hand as well. Can I get to Ajmal as well? Obviously, the result, St Catherine's versus Bromley, didn't help your cause, because if I'm looking at the bottom, obviously we know London Tigers are relegated. It's between Hawk and Eagle and St Catherine's. Now, you didn't see the result coming. Now it's one game for both teams. And you need to get at least a point.
We need a point. We need a point badly now. We were hoping actually, who did Bromley to do us a favour, but we just needed a draw for us to actually survive. But now it is actually the last game, down to the last game, down to the wire, which is going to be quite nerve-wracking. But going back to Ace, I was speaking to the Ace manager on Sunday. And they had a little dip as well, because they lost even though they lost against Robin Hood Tigers, they won the game, and then they lost in the cup game. So he was telling me that they did have a small dip, losing their centre back, and for them to actually come back and win on Sunday, it looks like they're actually out of that dip. I think a lot of people want Ace to win because they're like the people's choice, because they haven't won it, always getting close, as you were saying. So I think
a bit like Leicester last season.
Exactly, I think a lot of people do want them to win it in terms of that. So I really do. I mean, I went for reach out originally, but Ace, I think, might just tip them now. So
I think we all said reach out because the way they started, but I know they had a couple of games they missed out on, and that kind of affected it. John, obviously, I know you look at the later league, but you see a lot of the IFL games.
I've watched a lot of IFL games.
A couple of weeks ago, all 4 teams had the potential to go for the title. Obviously, now it's come to 2 teams. You've seen a couple of games of Bowman. You've seen Ace. Who would you say has the advantage or the upper hand of clinching the title, because it's really close neck and neck?
I think the worst case scenario for Beaumont was, I think, they've got, I wouldn't be surprised if they do beat Ace, but even if they do and Ace win their last game, the goal difference is just too much. I think Ace it's there for them to win. And
the other game actually Ace got is against Bromley, and Bromley in the recent weeks have been quite strong. They're in the cup final. In the recent weeks they've added new players. It's not an easy game for Ace to say, you know what, we don't mind losing to Beaumont, we'll win the game against Bromley and league's ours, because that game itself is a banana skin, so to speak. Bromley are really strong now, especially at this end of the season, especially they've got a cup final. They're doing well. I know they played against Shakespeare. They lost 3-1, but they had a really good game. Yeah,
that game there actually, Bromley played. I thought they was outstanding that game. To be honest with you, they played very, very good football, passing and moving. It's the kind of team you want in your league, playing that football week in, week out, and I'm quite surprised. They had a bad start to the season. I think Hamid may manage to, after week 7 or 8, add depth of players and quality of players, and hence they've picked up. And hence why they're in the cup final this week. And they've been an established team. It's a massive club at the end of the day. They've been established for 25 years, so it's not a small team. I do hope Beaumont goes to the last day. I hope that's how it goes.
We'll see what happens anyway. So there you have it. Good luck to both Ace and Beaumont. We'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, there's no fixtures. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to discuss more about the Vets League and the Vets League Cup draw. So don't go away, stay with us. We'll see you in a minute.
আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL Soccer Night.
আল সাফা ট্রাভেলস দিচ্ছে ওমরা স্পেশাল অফার 695 পাউন্ডে। প্যাকেজে রয়েছে টিকিট, ভিসা, হোটেল, ট্রান্সপোর্ট এবং জিয়ারা। আল সাফা ট্রাভেলস, টেলিফোন 0208 555 5526।
অনেক স্বপ্ন নিয়ে প্রবাসে পাড়ি জমাই, কিন্তু রেখে আসি ফেলে আসা অনেক স্মৃতিসহ অনেক আপনজনকে, যার জন্য প্রতিনিয়ত প্রাণ কাঁদে। সে করে টানে যখনই দেশে যেতে চাই, অ্যালেক্সকে সবসময় পাশে পায়। Alex Travels, the name you can trust.
সুরমা থেকে থেমসের তীরে সিলেটের বিখ্যাত পানসি রেস্টুরেন্ট এখন বাঙালির প্রাণকেন্দ্র হোয়াইট চ্যাপেলে। এখানে পাবেন সকালের নাস্তা থেকে দুপুরের খাবার, বিকেলের স্ন্যাক্স ও রাতের খাবার ছাড়াও বিয়ে ও জন্মদিনের কেটারিং সার্ভিস। পানসি রেস্টুরেন্ট, 303 হোয়াইট চ্যাপেল রোড, লন্ডন E1 1BY।
বছর ঘুরে আবার এলো রহিমায় মেগা সেল। সেলোর কামিজ স্টার্ট ফ্রম 599, শাড়ি স্টার্ট ফ্রম 999। 11 মার্চ থেকে এই সুযোগ থাকবে 30 এপ্রিল পর্যন্ত। রহিমা, 295 297 হোয়াইট চ্যাপেল রোড, লন্ডন E1 1BY।
আপনার ব্যবসা থাকুক বা না থাকুক, HMRC ট্যাক্স এন্ড VAT ইনভেস্টিগেশন যে কোনো সময় শুরু হইতে পারে। ট্যাক্স এন্ড VAT ইনভেস্টিগেশন একবার শুরু হইলে খুবই স্ট্রেসফুল, তবে চিন্তার কোনো কারণ নাই। BRN ট্যাক্স ইনভেস্টিগেশন স্পেশালিস্ট, দীর্ঘদিনের অভিজ্ঞ অ্যাকাউন্টেন্ট আর প্রাক্তন HMRC ট্যাক্স ইন্সপেক্টরের একটা প্রতিষ্ঠান। আপনার যে কোনো সমস্যার একটা সহজ সমাধান তারা বার করিয়ে আনবা। BRN ট্যাক্স ইনভেস্টিগেশন স্পেশালিস্ট। আজাদ সুপারমার্কেট, আলমরক রোড, বাংলাদেশি পরিবারগুলোর জন্য নিয়ে এলো এক বিশেষ আয়োজন। সব ধরনের বাংলাদেশি তাজা সবজি আর দেশি মাছের এক বিশাল কালেকশন।
আজাদ সুপারমার্কেটের সব মাছ বাংলাদেশ থেকে ডাইরেক্ট ইম্পোর্টেড। রাস্তার কেউ কোনো প্যাকেটও টাচ করছে না। খাইতেও সুস্বাদু, দামেও সস্তা। মিট ও পোল্ট্রি অল HMC অ্যাপ্রুভ। গ্রোসারি আইটেমের জন্য আজাদ সুপারমার্কেটের কোনো তুলনা হয় না। সাথে থাকছে অর্গানিক হেলথ ফুড সেকশন। ভিজিট আজাদ সুপারমার্কেট, 733 আলমরক রোড, বার্মিংহাম।
ইতালিতে আইসিসি কার্গো রোমা মানে সম্পূর্ণ নির্ভরশীলতা। আইসিসি কার্গো রোমা মানে পূর্ণ নিশ্চয়তা। আইসিসি কার্গো রোমা মানে দক্ষতা ও বিশ্বস্ততা। আইসিসি কার্গো রোমা, পিয়াসা ভিক্টোরিও, রোম, ইতালি।
This year we have reached 40 years in serving our community, especially the Bengali community. And because we keep the best prices and the best stock, we offer very good value.
CNS Home Store, Soho Road, Birmingham.
GoUmrahHajj.com presents The Umrah in April, led by prominent scholars. A unique opportunity to gain rewards and knowledge of Islam. 5-star exclusive limited packages are available from only £1,050. Terms and conditions apply, including 5-star accommodation in Makkah and Medina, air tickets, visa, transports, historical site visits and many more. To book your place, call GoUmrahHajj.com now on 020 8900 1624. At all protected.
কিছু স্মৃতি আর কিছু স্বাদ কখনোই ভোলার নয়। ভালো লাগার সেসব স্বাদ নিয়ে স্বাদের আয়োজন, হাতে বলা মচমচে পরোটা, বাছাই করা গ্রিল শেফের তৈরি ঝলসানো কাবাব আর ল্যাম্ব চপ, দেশি শেফের নিপুণ হাতে তৈরি মজাদার সব দেশি খাবার। প্রবাসী বাঙালির প্রাণকেন্দ্র বাংলা টাউনে বসে উপভোগ করুন ফেলে আসা দিনের সেসব স্বাদগুলো। বন্ধু কিংবা পরিবার নিয়ে বারবার ফিরে আসুন স্বাদে। স্বাদ গ্রিল ও বাংলাদেশি রেস্টুরেন্ট, 13 ব্রিক লেন, লন্ডন। স্বাদ
Hajj packages. Rethink, reprice. Price start from £5,395. 5-star accommodation. Hijaz Travel Limited. ATOL protected and Ministry of Hajj approved. Phone 0121 773 8777.
আমরা পবিত্র কাবার উদ্দেশ্যে মহান যাত্রা, ভিসা, টিকিট, হোটেল ও লোকাল ট্রান্সপোর্ট সহ সম্পূর্ণ ওমরা প্যাকেজের বিশেষ অফার। ফ্লাইট কনসেপ্ট, দি ওমরা স্পেশালিস্ট।
বুঝছইনি, এখন তাকি আমি আমার নাম দিছি মিস্টার ফল্ট। গরো খামোশ সব জায়গা খালি আমার ফল্ট, আমার ফল্ট। আমি হইলাম কি একটা মিস্টার ফল্ট। কারে মারলাম? আমার ফল্ট নি।
তোমার ফল্ট না রে ফুট, ইকান আমার ফল্ট। যাও প্রেস্টিজ রে কল করো।
Exactly. Prestige is the right choice. Prestige Auto Group, the right choice.
আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL Soccer Night.
Welcome back to the IFL Soccer Night, the second segment of the show, the special segment. This is the Vets League Cup draw. Now, before I go into the cup draw itself, I can just introduce to my special guest from Shinaliote. First of all, we've got Jamal Bhai on my right, and the Shinaliote secretary, I believe, is John Bhai as well. Welcome to the show, guys. Jamal Bhai, obviously you've been with IFL as a partnership for a number of years now, come to 5 years with this Vets League. Give us your perception how the league's grown or how the league's gained so far. From your opinion.
Thank you, ILFL, for inviting me to the show and the NTV and the viewers. League itself, well, as far as I can remember, we started with 8 teams.
That's correct, yes.
I think it's grown immensely over the years. It's about 24 teams now at the moment. So it's running very smoothly, thanks to the ILFL committee and the Shunali for running the leagues every weekly, which is every Thursday, and long may it continue. I mean, it's doing very well.
If I can get you, John Abai, obviously you've been with the project itself from day one. I know you've been travelling back and forth from Bangladesh, but recently you've been there. What's your intake? The atmosphere with 4 pitches in at the same time, seeing all the players from the 80s and 90s in action. It's brilliant atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel privileged to be there every Thursday because I get to meet a lot of those people I met 20, 30 years ago. We played together, and it's nice to see those people are still active. And the best thing about the TVL is that, it's called Veterans League, and they're veterans, But I have refereed some of the games, and the speed they play in, their fitness.
It's quite competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the fitness of some of the teams is unbelievable. I mean, open age football. They can play open age football with this team, and they can match any team in the Premier League or any summer league or any winter league.
A lot of teams said the same thing. They thought when they said Vets League, it'll be walking around, slow pace. But when they start playing, it's a total ball game altogether. It's quite competitive. It's quite fast.
Yeah. I mean, I qualified as a referee in 1994. Okay, and recently I volunteered to referee the TVL, thinking that the speed will be slower, so I will take it easy. And I mean, especially last week, that cup game I did in the Workhouse and the other team, I forgot the name, I think. And the speed was, I mean, unbelievable. I mean, every minute there's attacking up and down, up and down, up and down. It doesn't look like the veterans. I mean, multi-fit. Well done to those guys who keep themselves so fit, and well done to the TVL. Okay. I mean, it's going places. I mean, 8 teams, now 24, and it could be 32 next year. I mean, the way it's going, and I hope it does.
Okay, there you have it. Obviously, the success is going. Now, if I could just get you into this, obviously, we had the preliminary round last week. Today, we're doing the draw. Just for a reminder of the teams and the viewers, what's at stage, what we're doing today, what the draw is for.
Sure. Okay. I mean, as we all know, the top 8 teams in the whole league, which is predominantly the Premier Division sides, they automatically qualify for the League Cup games. Now, there's another 8 teams that need to qualify for that, and what we've done with them is the remaining 16 teams, we had preliminary round.
That took place last week.
So that the 8 teams that have won have actually will join the 8 Premier Division sides.
Let's have a look at those results. If I can get the slide on the screen, we'll show the results. Obviously, these were the fixtures and these are the winning teams. Saya Vets B won 2-1 against E1 Legends. ELS Vets won 2-0 against East FC. Hawken Eagle Vets winning 7-2 against Bowman Masters B. G7 a convincing 10-0 win against Hawken Eagle Vets B. Workhouse winning 1-0 against Revive Legends. Workhouse Elites, which is their second team, winning 4-1 against Riverside Vets. London Legends dominating in the league and also in the cup, winning 7-0 against Riverside Vets B. And St. Catherine Vets against FC Bondu was a 1-0 draw, but FC Bondu managed to win on 3-1 on penalties. So those winning sides are now will be in the draw with the 8 other Premiership sides, and these fixtures will take place on
this week, this Thursday.
And what's the game format, the timing, etc.?
So we're going to have 16 teams. They will be split into 4 different groups, with the top 4 Premier Division sides being seeded.
As per normal.
As per normal. Each group, there'll be 4 teams, so each team will be playing 3 games in total, so 20 minutes straight games. Any games ending with a draw is going to go straight to penalties. There's no 3-step restrictions anymore. That's been taken out now because it causes too many problems. And teams will get 3 attempts, and failing that, it will go straight to sudden death. The top 2 teams from each of the groups, that will be totally innate, will qualify for the quarterfinals.
And that will take place next week?
The following week. And the quarterfinals and the semi-finals will take place in the following week. And these are slightly different format. They're not straight tournaments, they'll be 30-minute games.
Okay, without further ado, if I can ask Jermaine and Jamal Bhai, we've got the first 4 teams which are the seeded. If we can just allocate and start doing the draw so we can actually... One second, yeah.
Starting from here?
Yeah, so what we do now is to draw for the 4 seeded teams to split them into 4 groups. If you can get the first ball out. First team from Group A playing on pitch 1 would be...
Weavers Vets.
That's Weavers Vets. Jermaine, if you want to get the second team, will be in Group B on pitch 2.
Okay.
Stepney Legends.
Stepney Legends, joined by the third team. This is going to be the team for Group C, playing on pitch number 3.
Bromley Legends.
Bromley Legends. And for formality, the last team for Group D.
London Tigers Vets.
London Tigers Vets. There you have it.
Bromley made it to the top 4 goal differences.
Okay, now what we're going to do is the other 12 teams will join the draw. Now, John, if you can do the first team for Group A to join Weavers Vets.
Oh, it's very difficult to open this. Saya Vets B.
Saya Vets B joining Weavers Vets in
Vets B.
Group A. Jermaine, if you can get the second team for Group B. If you pinch it, I think it opens up.
Mohammedan Vets.
Mohammedan Vets.
Okay.
Okay, now the second team for Group C to join Bromley Legends.
G7
G7,
FC.
a very convincing side, expected to do well. Jermaine, for the second team to join London Tigers in Group D.
Workhouse Vets.
Workhouse Vets, that should be interesting. I know they played each other in the cup last year. They managed to qualify. Now, we have the third team for Group A, Jamabai, for Weavers Vets and Saya Vets beat. The third team joining is?
London Legends.
London Legends doing very well in the league, top of the divisions. Jermaine, if you can have the third team to join Stepney and Mohammedan Vets.
Beaumont Masters.
Beaumont Masters, one of the cup holders a couple of years back. Not doing too well in the league, but hopefully they'll do all right in cup. Now, the third team for Group C, Jamabai.
Let me see who's now. FC Bondu.
FC Bondu. And the third team to join Group D for London Tigers Vets and Workhouse Vets is
Abahani Vets.
Wow. Abahani Vets. Another successful team in the Premier League. And the last team at Group A, Jamabai, to join Weavers Vets, Azaya Vets B and London Legends is
Hawken Eagle Vets.
Hawken Eagle. Now we've done the Group B final team to join Stepney Legends, Mohammedan Vets, Bowman Masters. That's looked like a whole Premiership group already. Oh,
Saya Vets.
And another Premiership, so yes, Saya Vets. All 4 teams in the Group B are Premier League teams.
That's going to be very interesting.
Group C final team to join FC Bondu, G7 and Bromley Legends is
ELS Vets.
ELS Vets.
ELS.
That's a very good side, a very unique side, and plays one of the best football in my opinion. The last teams, Jermaine, if we can, for formalities, join London Tigers, Workhouse, Abahani, again another tough group.
Workhouse Elites.
Ooh, Workhouse Elite.
I think this ELS has some ex-pros in that team or something.
Which one?
The ELS. They're passing and there's...
Brilliant side, yes, brilliant side. All right, if we can just recap the draw, if I can just show the screen, slide back on the screen if possible. There you have it. All right, Group A on pitch 1, it's going to be Weavers Vets, the current cup holders, they won it twice in a row. We play Asaya Vets B, London Legends, Hawken Eagle Vets. Group B on pitch 2 will be Stepney Legends, Mohammedan Vets, Bowman Masters, Saya Vets, all 4 Premiership side in one group. Ooh. For me, that sounds like a group of death. Group C, Bromley Legends, a Premiership side, and G7, top of the Division 1, FC Bondu and ELS, a very, very good side in pitch 3. And Group D on pitch 4, we've got London Tigers Vets, again, a very successful team in both the league and the cup itself. It goes Workhouse Vets, the runners-up of the cup from last season, and Abahani Vets and Workhouse Elite. Now, first of all, if I can come back to you, obviously you've seen the league for a number of years. Obviously, Group B is eye-catching, isn't it?
It is the group of death officially now. But can you imagine? You've got the top teams from the Premier sides. You know, you're talking about Stepney, Mohammedan, Beaumont, Saya. Teams don't get any stronger than this. So that is, for me, is the most mouth-watering.
I don't think
even in recent memory, we haven't had
4 Premiership sides.
4 Premier sides in one.
So guaranteed to teams to not qualify.
Absolutely.
That's guaranteed. Yes.
And which means some of the other teams would probably get a chance from the first and second. Well, we've only got 2 from the second division, which is London Legends and Workhouse Elites. So those are the 2 teams from the second division we think that might reap from the benefit of having 4 teams in one group.
Yeah.
So yeah, the other group I can see, which is...
If I could just get John back, obviously you've been in the recent weeks also refereeing. Which team has caught your eye in terms of footballing-wise and in terms of special talent?
Footballing-wise, the games I've had so far is ELS.
Yes.
ELS, yeah, I mean, they're true vets. I mean, I think most of the players are 40 and above. But, the passing range and the quality of their football. Oh, my God, it's like, I feel like they were ex-pros or something. It's brilliant to watch and brilliant to referee, and the team spirit they have, and the fair play side is very good on theirs as well.
Very quiet.
Very good. All of
if I can get John as well, obviously you've been around, you've seen all these teams. Obviously last year Workhouse surprised everyone and got to the final against Weavers. Any team that catches your eyes or you think will do well, apart from the usual London Tigers?
I think, London Tigers will be there and thereabout.
But last season they didn't qualify the group stage. It was a similar situation.
I mean, same this year, 4 Premier team. 2 will be out in the next round.
Yeah.
So, which is good for the other new teams to go through to the next round. I think the London Legends.
They look good.
Yeah, they good. Some good players there. I've watched last week. Weavers, they will be there.
They're the winners. The current holders won it 2 years ago.
They got a lot of experience. They've been playing for a long time.
I think any team's got a chance because, as Nano said before, it's a 20-minute straight game. So it's not your usual 40-minute game. So every team has a chance. So as we've seen Workhouse last year, surprising everyone get to the final. So cup games, you never know. What we're going to do, we come to the end of the second segment. We're going to take a short break, and then the next segment we'll look at the fixtures for next week, other cup finals. So don't go away there, stay with us. We'll see you in a few minutes.
আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL Soccer Night.
Warning, remember, never use a mobile handset when driving. It's dangerous and you could be fined. If you're involved in an accident, call Automec on 0208 983 2088.
UK Jewelers, exclusive and finest 22-karat gold and diamond jewelers. Bishesh offer, no making charge on selective jewelries, 50% off making charge on most items. £250 tar odik khoroch korle hat ghori free. UK Jewelers, the pride of East London.
To make your business brighter, we are White Town Laundry, a complete laundry solution for hotels, restaurants, weddings and events. White Town Laundry, a laundry you can trust.
পূর্ব লন্ডনের হোয়াইট চ্যাপেল স্টেশনের সন্নিকটে আল আরাফা স্টোরে আপনারা পাচ্ছেন ডিজাইনার আবায়া, লেটেস্ট আরাবিয়ান পারফিউম, আতর, এয়ার ফ্রেশনার, জুয়েলারি, হিজাব, নিকাব ও ধূপ সহ আকর্ষণীয় স্কার্ফ। আল আরাফা স্টোর, হোয়াইট চ্যাপেল, লন্ডন।
Zamzam Travels Limited, UK's premier Hajj and Umrah travel agent with over 15 years of experience and expertise. You can book through our website or visit our office in Birmingham. We are the only travel agent as Zamzam Travels Limited who are approved by the Saudi Hajj Ministry, Atoll and Ayeta. We do not have any branches in any other part of the UK. Zamzam Travels Limited, Coventry Road, Birmingham. We are now taking bookings for Easter and Ramadan Umrah and also for Hajj 2017.
লন্ডন ও তার বাইরে আপনি যদি একজন ল্যান্ডলর্ড হয়ে থাকেন, আপনার জন্য ক্লারিংডন প্রপার্টিজ।
Here at Clarendon, we have 3 missions. 1 is to make sure our landlord get the best rate for their property. 2 is to make sure they get their rent on time. 3 is their property to be well looked after and maintained.
প্রতিদিন ক্লারিংডনে যোগ দিচ্ছেন অসংখ্য ল্যান্ডলর্ড।
A range of income-boosting offers and protection services just for you.
Clarendon Properties, Sales, Lettings and Management. Call now.
কিতারে বা বন্ধ করে যারা গিনি আর কইও না রে বা শেখ ব্রাদার্স এমন এক সেল দিছে সকল কাস্টমার লাগা গেছে কি যাইরাম কি বন্ধ করে
জি শেখ ব্রাদার্স মানে সারা বছর জুড়ে সেল, তাজা সবজি আর দেশি সামগ্রীর জন্য পরিবারগুলোর প্রথম পছন্দের বাজার শেখ ব্রাদার্স, কভেন্ট্রি রোড, বার্মিংহাম।
Bluestone Travel brought to you exclusive non-shifting Hajj package 2017. Package includes 5-star hotels, flight tickets, transportation and Hajj Talim presented by renowned scholar. Package start from 5,395. For booking, please call Bluestone Travel 0208 552 5551.
অক্সিজেন নিয়ে এলো আকর্ষণীয় ডিজাইনের মেন্সওয়্যার। এছাড়াও রয়েছে বাহারি পারফিউম কালেকশন ও ইসলামিক পোশাকের সমাহার। ইমান বাই অক্সিজেন, হোয়াইটচ্যাপেল রোড, লন্ডন।
শাপলা সিটি আসছে আপনার শহরে একক আবাসন মেলা জনপ্রিয় শিল্পীদের সঙ্গীতানুষ্ঠান নিয়ে।
চিঠি লিখেছে বউ আমার ভাঙ।
শাপলা সিটি দিচ্ছে মাত্র 24 লক্ষ টাকা ফ্ল্যাট। মেলায় বুকিং করলে সর্বোচ্চ 15% ছাড়, সাথে থাকছে সেলিব্রিটিদের সাথে ডিনার ও সেলফির সুযোগ। এককালীন মূল্য পরিশোধে রয়েছে বিশাল অফার, আছে ব্যাংক ঋণের সুবিধা। শাপলা সিটি লিমিটেড। যাদের আর্থিক ও শারীরিক সামর্থ্য রয়েছে তাদের উপর আল্লাহ তাআলা হজ ফরজ করেছেন, তাই বার্মিংহামের কভেন্ট্রি রোডে প্রিমিয়ার ট্রাভেল অ্যান্ড ট্যুরস লিমিটেড নিয়ে এলো পবিত্র হজ ও ওমরা পালনের বিশেষ সুযোগ। এছাড়া এয়ার টিকিট, মানি ট্রান্সফার ও কার্গো সেবায় কমিউনিটিতে এক যুগেরও বেশি সময়ের অভিজ্ঞতা বিশ্বস্ততাকে পুঁজি করে নিয়াজ জায়গিরদার এবং মাসুম জালালাবাদীর তত্ত্বাবধানে সর্বোচ্চ মানের সেবা প্রদানে পরিচালিত হবে প্রিমিয়ার ট্রাভেল অ্যান্ড ট্যুরস লিমিটেড।
Our aim is to deliver excellent customer service.
আমরাই হতে পারি আপনার আস্থা ও বিশ্বস্ততার প্রতি।
কভেন্ট্রি রোড, স্মল হিথ, বার্মিংহাম।
আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL সকার নাইট।
Welcome back to the final segment of ILFL Soccer Nights. Just to recap, on the last segment we did the Vets League Cup draw, and obviously the fixtures will go on the website by tomorrow evening. Just to recap, the group games are 20 minutes each, and the top two will actually qualify for the quarterfinal, which will be played the following week. It's a league format, so obviously the top two with the most points qualify. Win gives you 3 points, a draw gives you 1 point, and we'll look at obviously if necessary goal differences, goal conceded, etc. All the information will be sent out on an email tomorrow, so you will know exactly what's required, what the rules are, what to follow. Nanu, is there anything else to add to that?
Not really. I made a slight error on the previous segment. I said that if the game ends with a draw, then it goes to a penalty shootout.
But it's a league format, so
it's a league format. I think the only time you would ever go to a penalty shootout is if the
two teams are joint.
The two teams are joint in the second place with the same points, same goal differences. So
only then. But obviously we'll send an email to teams to explain how it works.
There will be an email sent out tomorrow morning.
If I could just show you the slide on the screen, just to clarify how the quarterfinals will work. Obviously the Group A winners play Group runners-up of Group B. Winners of Group C will play runners-up Group D. Winners of Group B will play runners-up Group A. Winners of Group D will play runners of Group C, and also the semi-finals been already in place. So you can see the first two fixtures will play the semi-final, and the second two fixtures will play the second semi-final. So the layout for the quarter-final and semi-final has already been set. And again, if I can remind the teams, email will be sent out, so you will know exactly what the procedure is going to be on the day itself. But if you do have any questions, or if you're not sure anything, please do see one of the IFL members or Shonali Otit members on the day of event, which is this coming Thursday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. But as I said to you, by tomorrow the fixtures will be on the website, so have a look at the website for further details. If I can get Jamal Bhai back in the conversation again. Obviously you're the new chairman of Shonali Otit. Is there any other projects or anything that you want to share with our viewers and other teams on the veteran scene?
Yes, thank you for coming to that. We have a project which we was running last year. The project's coming up next month, which is 7th of not next month, sorry,
May.
7th of May. Masters, our first tournament. Then there will be after that on 30th of July.
So just to recap, the Masters tournaments. Are you still looking for teams, or is it invitation only?
Invitation only.
Invitation only, but we, going to look into the team who participated last year as well.
Okay, so priority will be given to the teams participating.
Yeah.
So if there's teams out there, should they be contacting yourself if they want to participate in that tournament?
Yeah, they can contact to myself or the Secretary General regarding entering the team.
For the Masters?
Yeah, for the Masters, which is we are urging all the team to be,
where is it taking place? Is it at Mabley Green?
Mabley Green.
Mabley Green, okay.
It's 8-a-side.
8-a-side, okay.
8-a-side, you can register up to 16 players.
It's a one-day tournament.
It's like the same format as last year.
Who won it last year? Because if I remember, was it...
it's a new team, Golden Moon.
Golden Moon is Rahul's team.
Rahul's team.
Oh, yes, that's right. They were the underdogs somehow. So it goes to show that anyone
they
can
just came in last year.
Huh?
They just participated last year. They just entered last year. So,
I
they
remember
won it. And
seeing it on Facebook. Yeah.
It was a surprise to everybody.
So it goes to show, if you're interested, you've got the passion, you've got the drive, participate, you never know. Jonathan, if you'd like to add anything else?
Yeah, what I'd like to add to this is that this Masters tournament was originally formed by us some 8-9 years ago, that for the teams that been there for long times, like Bangladesh Youth Women, BYM, we know them, YMO, Stepney, Shadwell, Mohammedan, Newark, Beaumont, and we wanted the players to play in there who have played in their peak time. Yeah. So we wanted them to continue playing for their home team. Because playing for that home team is you have extra passion for that, That's good, yeah. So unfortunately, the rule was relaxed a few years ago. Not last year, the year before. But we are trying to bring it back again because most of the teams are requesting.
So you're trying to basically say, stick to your loyalties.
Yeah, stick to your loyalty.
Rather than
otherwise, people are changing teams every year and all that, and someone's on the bench and he's upset, he's going to another team and all that. No, this is not how a team works. If there's a football team, if you go into any football team,
you should stick by them.
Yeah, stick by them.
I think that's the ethos you're trying to
loyalty
promote.
should be there. We believe in loyalty, and
it'd be a good ethos. I think a good idea if we can do that, because nowadays we see teams and players, if they fall out with the manager or if they're not happy, they just go because there's so many options.
Yeah.
What you're trying to bring back is stick to your, have the loyalty, stick to the team, which is a very refreshing idea. Okay, so again, there you have it. There's a Masters tournament on the 7th
of May.
7th of May. If you're interested, if you're a Reds team, as shown last year, anyone can win it. So it's a matter of participating. Get in touch with the Shonali team. It's a one-day tournament. It's a Masters tournament. It's excellent for the vets to come and enjoy. It's on a Sunday?
Sunday.
It's on a Sunday, okay? So if you need to, please get in touch with them. If we can come back to ILFL business here, we've got a final, Nadu, this coming Sunday. It's at Milan Stadium at 2 p.m. Our ILFL League Cup final. If I can just show one of the posters on screen, it's between, obviously, Beaumont and Bromley. There you can see on the screen. If we could just quickly discuss the final itself, and it's a big final, two massive teams.
It is.
Who's going to win it?
Well, that's really how long is a piece of string? Beaumont versus Bromley. It's a tough call, honestly, because these two teams are full of history, rich history. They're both excellent in cup competition. I can't say the same for them in the league competitions, but in the cup competition they flourish for some reason, and they always seem to improve in the later part of the season. So it's no wonder these two teams have gone into the final. But in terms of who's going to win, it is really, really tough because they're a really strong team. They've got excellent players, they've got excellent management structure. These teams have it all, and I don't know what to say.
I'll go to the expert. Ajmal, you're a manager, having played against both these teams in the winter, home and away. Who would you obviously put your money on, or would you think has the upper hand? Because it's looking 50-50 at the moment of time.
Well, we played Beaumont first hand on Sunday, and they're a great team. Arif has got a great setup there. And he's actually, I had a conversation with him, and he's actually got a pool of players more to come in as well. So he's got a very, very strong team. Bromley, as Nanu said, well organised, rich history. If I was to actually call it, I would just slightly shade Beaumont. When they were playing against us, and it's not because you're here, when we were actually playing them on Sunday, they had a character, and one thing that really impressed me is the weather was horrendous on Sunday. You know, you kicked the ball and it wasn't going to rubber pitch, it was going to the trees, you know, and that's. But one thing that Beaumont really did and that surprised me is when they were actually playing against the wind, they knew how to control the game still. And that takes a lot of skill to do. So I'll just tip Beaumont on that basis.
Gentlemen, obviously you've been around football scene for a number of years. You know both these teams. A League Cup final, who would you predict or who would your choice be for the winning side?
Between Bromley and Beaumont.
Bromley, our open league.
This is an unpredictable one, to be honest. You know, I mean, both teams are very strong, and they have very rich history. And with finals, they have very good history as well. So slightly, I would say Beaumont, because of the squad they have and the ones I've seen so far. To be honest, I haven't seen Bromley play lately. So
Hamid has done a fantastic job for Bromley, and he's got a lot of new players, and they're looking strong. So I think both teams are looking strong. So it's just a matter of on the day who performs.
On the day,
I think most times
up on the day.
It's on the day who has the drive, who wants it a bit more, who gives it a bit more on the day itself. It will be deciding.
Well, I just hope the best team wins on the day.
There you have it. As Jonathan said, you know, may the best team win. This coming Sunday at Milan Stadium, 2 p.m. The ILFL League Cup final will be decided. I've got some extra news for you. Next week, we've got our David back on a hot seat. So hopefully you guys haven't missed him for long. He's come back next week on the show. We've got a special show. We're expecting a very special guest. We've got the Mayor's Cup, a draw to be done on the show live. And we've got some special guests. Nano, if you want to just tell a bit more about who we're expecting. I know the mayor himself is coming.
He is coming.
And also the young mayor, I believe, he's also coming.
Yeah, they're coming as well. All of the organisers will be coming as well. So there will be quite a few people on the show next week. So watch the space. The draw will be taking place at the same time. So everything will be revealed, all of the rules, all of the formalities, everything that you need to know will be revealed at next week's show.
So there you have it. We have a special show next week. The Mayor's Cup information will be given. The Mayor's Cup tournament draw will be conducted. The mayor himself will be here along with the young mayor of Tower Hamlets. So it's a special show next week. So don't miss that. Watch our show next week. I've got just a couple of fixtures to remind viewers for this coming Sunday. I know we've got the League Cup final at Milan Stadium, but we do have a Premiership game. St. Catherine's versus Reach Out is one of the Premiership games we played. And also a Division 1 game. The Division 1 champions Redcoat will be playing AMY. That's all the fixtures we have for the time being. Any other projects that you want to just quickly tell the viewers, Nano, about the Super Cup and the Legends Cup?
Yeah. Well, we know with this, we hold this annual Unity Cup, and under the banner of Unity Cup, we have what we call the Super Cup, which is for the seniors, and the Legends Cup for the 35 and over. Both competitions are 11 aside, and it's played on grass at Hackney Marshes.
And it's a one-day tournament.
And it's a one-day tournament as well. We're expecting 16 teams to participate in each of those respective tournaments. And they will be holding different dates as well, because we appreciate that some of the veterans do play in the seniors because they're still needed. So they'll be in 2 different dates. So the invitation has gone out. We've had ample interest shown already so far. So there's a place for a few more teams to.
So if there is teams interested, the Super Cup for the open age on the 16th of April, and the Vet Silver side, the Legends Cup is on the 30th of April.
Correct.
Again, if teams are interested, please get in touch with any members of ILFL, and they'll give you further details.